Hey everybody, welcome back to the Current MMA YouTube channel. I'm your host, Riddle Gambles, and welcome back to Best Bets. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know this is a card I hold very dear to my heart due to the fact I am a huge fan of Max Holloway. So whenever Max Holloway is fighting, especially on a beautiful card like UFC 276, I am more inclined than ever to make some money for you guys. As always, I'm going over my 5 favorite bets for you guys, throw in some big plus money ones for you guys because I know you like that, and we're looking to kill it once again. We've been on absolute fire on the show, so make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel because you do not want to miss any more of these videos. Without further ado though, let's get right into it. We have a beautiful 12 fight slate, and actually, if you follow me on Twitter, this is one of my biggest cards to date, the most moneyline plays I've had on a card. So I'm looking forward to it. And as you guys can probably guess, that very first play is going to be on Max Holloway. Plus 170 I think is absolutely ridiculous, but more so, the plus 320 decision is something that I've had my eye on all week. Sure, Holloway may be 0-2 on paper. I think he won that second one, and no matter what, he's keeping it close each and every time. Sure, Volkanovski has been making improvements, but so is Holloway. And with these odds, you're only giving me a 23% implied chance that Holloway wins a decision, and I just don't think that's realistic. Holloway has volume, striking accuracy, length, and in a close decision like this, that's what's going to make the difference. We all know what Volkanovski's going to do. He's going to beat that lead leg, but this fight's going to go all 5 rounds in my opinion, and at the end of the day, I'd much rather have the plus 320 ticket on a guy who throws more volume from more range and who controversially should have won the second fight. So maybe a bit biased, but I do really love Holloway at plus 170 and even more so the decision at plus 320. But all bias aside, let's give you guys a good total here. Maybe my favorite play of the day, I'm liking Turner and Riddell to go under 2.5. Sitting at minus 138 time of filming, I think that line is absolutely way too short. Jalen Turner's been on an absolute tear, 100% finish rate and looking really good in the UFC recently, but he is a very killer to be killed fighter. Like I said, 100% finish rate. He's got a brown belt in BJJ, is extremely good on the ground, but also with insane power. But what I like most about this matchup is he's just such a freak of nature at this weight class. He's an absolute specimen, a huge guy, an absolute unit, and he's going to look so against Riddell. Turning out the power, the length, the grappling advantage here, and I think that's going to be his fight to lose. I think he keeps that 100% finish rate intact, but if we're looking at Brad Riddell, what he does best is he's got some great Muay Thai, some great slick counters, and that's how you're going to beat Turner, is catching him on a counter. Turner has been knocked out 3 times, so I think that is Riddell's major win condition here, is knocking him out with a quick counter hook or something like that. But at that same time, Riddell has been finished by sub and by finisher in his own right. Turner has a lot of power. I think that's definitely a really fun fight either way. Just give me violence at minus 138. I think it's way too short. Under 2.5 is the way to go. Let's start it off with a bang. Next up, we're going to an old man scrap. Brian Barboza plus 110. I saw this guy live in Columbus, and man, he brought a fun fight against Matt Brown. He's getting another older guy here in Robbie Lawler, 1-4 in his last 5. Only win coming to Nick Diaz, who debatably may have beaten him in the striking a bit. I don't know. Numbers are weird in that one, but Lawler has not looked good, and I think that people are really hating on Barboza too much, especially with that so-called durability issue of his. I do think he's been very tough recently, and he's going to get a fight here with a guy who's not really going to proactively grapple against him, but a guy who's going to stand and bang, and I think Barboza is going to have the advancement here, the power, the accuracy, the striking, the volume, the clinch control. It's going to be Barboza's fight to lose. And give me plus money on this guy, I think that is absolutely ridiculous. I think that Barboza takes it home this weekend. I think he takes care of Robbie Lawler and adds another loss to the Legends record. Give me Barboza at plus money. All right, let's give you guys that big plus money this weekend. This is the hottest and most debated fight of the week, in my opinion. Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira, insane kickboxer, insane power, but I'm going with the MMA fighter in Strickland. I think that Strickland has the path to victory on the ground, so not only am I taking his money line at plus 100, plus 105, I'm throwing a bit on his sub. His sub opened up at plus 1200. You can still get it at plus 1100, and I think that is way too wide. Strickland said it himself. If he wants to, he can just take the coward's way out, as he says, and grapple him. I think he's got a clear advantage in the wrestling and the grappling, all the ground game in general. You're holding the Strickland ticket. What you're worried about is that power punch. Strickland has been knocked out before, where he may have some decent boxing chops. He's going to get outclassed and outpowered on the feet by Pereira's just insane athleticism. Give me a shot on the Strickland money line, but also by the sub. I just think the line is way too short. If Strickland really wants to, he can go out there and dominate on the ground, and I hope he does so. All right, one last moneyline play. We're taking the guy with the 100% finish rate. We're taking Dricus du Plessis over Brad Tavares. Now, I got this at plus money. You can still get it at, I think, minus 130 market wide. I think that he is a rightful favorite here, and let me tell you why. Du Plessis is a huge prospect coming up to the UFC, and whereas I don't want to market Brad Tavares as a gatekeeper, it's kind of what he is right now. He's what divides the upper echelon of the division with the guys who can't cut it. And I think that Dricus du Plessis can cut it. Brad Tavares has been knocked out multiple times, and if one thing du Plessis does have is power and finishing ability. I think Duplessis will have the ground advantage if he can get it there, but also the power advantage on the feet for as long as it lasts. Not only am I taking Duplessis money line, but I'm also taking the side of the distance line. You can get plus 175 market wide, plus 195 on PokerStars Sportsbook. I think that is way too short. Dricus is a violent finisher for as long as the fight lasts, and I really like him to knock out Brad Tavares this weekend. But there you have it, 5 plays and some added inside the distance and decision lines there. I gave you so much content just in that quick little video, so hopefully that's enough for you guys to subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below. To know more about what I'm playing, check me out on Twitter at GamblesGordo, or check out all my other work on my YouTube at Plays and Fake Sports. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this beautiful card. Go Max Holloway, and let's make some money.